There are many ways to define a function in JavaScript, and the modern specification introduced a new way, arrow functions. It is a way to define a function without typing the keyword function, but rather by using an arrow symbol like this. This shorter syntax is preferable not only because it's shorter, but also because it behaves more predictably with closures. Let me tell you about that. An arrow function does not care who calls it, while a regular function cares very much about that. A regular function, like x here, always binds the value for its this keyword for its caller. If it didn't have an explicit caller, the value of the this keyword will be determined by the calling environment. In the playground here, it's the global window object. An arrow function, on the other hand, like y here, not caring about who called it, will close over the value of the this keyword for its scope at the time it was defined. Let me say that one more time. An arrow function will close over the value of the this keyword for its scope at the time it was defined. This makes it great for delayed execution cases like events and listeners, because it gives easy access to the defining environment, not the calling environment. This is important, so let's take a look at an example. In this playground, the top level this keyword is associated with a special object, which has the ID of REPL. Now, I've prepared this tester object that defines two similar functions. In both functions, I am logging the value of the this keyword to the display. Function 1 is defined with the regular syntax, while function 2 is defined with the arrow syntax. When function 1 is called, its this keyword will be associated with its caller, which in this case is the tester object itself. This is why you see the printed value for the this keyword in function 1 representing the tester object itself. However, when function 2 is called, its this keyword will be associated with the same this keyword that was available in the function's scope when it was defined. It was this playground's REPL object that we've seen on the top level. This is a big benefit when working with listeners and event handlers, and it's why you'll see me using arrow functions often. One other cool thing about arrow functions is that if the function only has a single line that returns something, you can make it even more concise by removing the curly braces and the return keyword altogether. You can also remove the parentheses around the argument if the function receives a single argument, making it really short. This syntax is usually popular for functions that get passed to array methods like map, reduce, and filter, and functional programming in general.